Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up to the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Phone in the kitchen.
Well, you'll get it. Now sit still. This here is the tricky part.
Pa? Oh, there's a telephone call for you, all the way from Luke Short's general store back home.
Is Luke on the phone?
No, sir, but the widow Polk is.
Uh-oh, she'll be wanting to know if we seen her boy. Wish we had good news for her.
That no account, young'un. I wish he would show up. I'd hickory stick him good.
Granny, you mean Johnny Polk that used to play the guitar and sing?
Don't call what he done singing. A bullfrog makes the same noise and you can eat his legs. Lazy, shiftless, no account. That's Johnny Polk. Let his ma work her fingers to the bone for him and ain't hardly wrote to her in 2 years. Sit down, I'll cut your hair.
Oh, I don't need a haircut, Granny.
I'll decide when you need a haircut. Now sit down. That's the trouble with the young'uns today. You give them everything fine, and what do you get for it? A lot of back talk. All spoiled rotten, that's what you are.
Granny? The widow Polk thinks her boy's coming in on a train today. Is Jethro around?
He's cutting wood. I'll fetch him. Get up from there. You don't need a haircut. Spoiled rotten. All of you. That's what you are. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That's all you know.
Boy, Granny sure isn't a tizzy over Johnny Polk.
Yeah, just the mention of his name sets her off. And when she's going, she can build a barn out of a berry box.
Nothing but trouble with that Johnny Polk around here. Jethro will get to be just like him. Them two always was thick as cold molasses. First thing you know, Jethro will quit writing to his ma. He'll go to loafing all day, scrapping with Ellie, smart-mouthing his Uncle Jed, and back-sassing me. Sass me, will ya?
Now, Jethro and me will drive down to the freight yards. I reckon Johnny will be riding in on the rods or empty boxcar.
You know, Pa, I'll be real glad to see old Johnny Polk again. Me and him used to have some dandy wrestling matches.
Well, I don't believe I'd wrestle with him on this trip. He's growed a lot since them days.
I'll bet y'all can still whoop him.
And I bet you he'd let you. But you're a young lady now. I want you to act like one and look like one. Go put on a dress.
Well, Johnny wouldn't even know me with the dress on.
Well, I'll introduce you. Now, scoot.
Hey, Uncle Jed, what is Granny so steamed up about?
I'll tell you on the way down to the freight yards. Come on.
Hey, let me tell you what happened. I was outside chopping wood to beat the band, and I bent over to pick up the last stick of wood just like this.
Write your ma.
I write Ma once a week.
And write her twice a week.
That's a good idea. Come on, let's go.
Hey, fire, Uncle Jed. I ain't got that much to tell her.
You quit smart-mouthing your Uncle Jed.
I ain't smart-mouthing Uncle Jed.
Now he's sassing me. See what that Johnny Polk has done, and he ain't even here yet.
Is Johnny Polk coming here?
He ain't if we don't get out of here. Come on, let's go.
I ain't done talking to him yet. Somebody's got to set him straight.
Well, I ain't done nothing.
He's sassing me again.
You give Jethro a good talking to. I'll wait for him outside.
That's better. Sit down. When I say sit, you sit.
Let her blow off a little steam. I'll see you out front.
Declare I don't know what the young'uns of today are coming to. Back talking, sassing their elders. riding them surfboards down the freeway, going to the beach, having them bikini roasts. You sit still when I'm talking to you. See what I mean? No respect. That's today's young'uns. Back-sassing young whelps. No more manners than a hound dog puppy. I say they ought to be learnt a lesson. Showed what kind of ornery whelps they are. They ought to be punished. Jethro. Jethro. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. Oh, Jethro.
Let's go, Uncle Jed.
What happened to your shoes, boy?
I had to leave them in the kitchen to get away from Granny. Hey, did you say we was going to the freight yards?
Yeah, I reckon Johnny'd be coming in a boxcar along with a bunch of other hobos.
If I know Johnny, he'll have a boxcar all to himself.
Well, if he don't sing and play no better than he used to, you're probably right.
I'm a dragster's whale. I'm a rocket's tail. I'm a bargain sail. Have a great big helping of me. I'm a whaling fool. I'm the end of school. Baby, play it cool.
There you go, kid.
Thank you, Johnny. You're the greatest.
Ain't that the truth? Keep the line moving.
My mother and I got on the train in Salt Lake City, but it's taken all this time to get back here to your car.
Crazy. Keep the line moving.
I'm president of your Omaha Fan Club.
Like, wow.
We took up a collection so I could come out and see you at the Hollywood Bowl.
You got a ticket?
No, not yet.
Here you go.
Oh, Johnny! Hey.
That'll be $5.
All right, girls. The train's coming into Los Angeles. Everybody out.
Oh, no!
Now you can see Johnny at the Hollywood Bowl. Now, come on, back to your own cars. Your parents are probably looking for you.
And keep buying my records, you hear? And them Johnny Poke guitars, and Johnny Poke sweatshirts, and Johnny Poke charm bracelets, and anything else got my name on it.
Okay, Johnny, time to get into the old clothes.
Oh, man, I don't want to do that freight yard bit again.
Listen, you got 10,000 screaming teenagers waiting for you at the L.A. station.
Now let them have a thrill. I kind of like them girls grabbing at me.
I bet. And I've got a contract to deliver you to the Hollywood Bowl in one piece. Now, you do as I tell you.
Just a minute, Mr. Manager. You are talking to Johnny Poke, the greatest singer ever to come out of the hills.
Listen, you gully jumper. You take away your echo chamber, the guy who plays the guitar for you, the 10-piece band, $250,000 worth of publicity, and my brains, and you'll be back in the hills where I found you calling hogs. Now get into those clothes. You're getting off at the freight yard as always.
Hardly touched any of your victuals, Jethro. And I cooked all of your favorites for you. How about a nice slab of this juicy smoked ham? Don't look at me like that, boy. I'm sorry I throwed a spell on you. But I'm trying to make it up to you. Jethro, how about the huckleberry pie? You always liked huckleberry pie. Remember how it used to rile me when you dumped sugar on it? I'll do it for you.
Shame on you, you naughty puppy.
Put your cousin down!
Cousin?
Never mind.
Granny, you never liked a puppy in your kitchen.
Don't call him a puppy. It was me calling him one that started all this mess.
What mess?
Do as I say, child. Don't push me and don't rile me. My powers today are something fearful.
Granny, don't you want to take the little critter back to his ma?
No. I don't want Pearl to see him looking like this.
Girl, you talking about Aunt Pearl?
Mind now, child. Run along and leave this boy to poor old Granny. I've got a humdinger of a spell to break.
Okay, we're getting ready to stop. Now, there'll be a convertible with the keys in it parked over at the yardmaster's shack. I'll see you at the hotel.
Okay. Man, these threads bring me down. They remind me of home.
Leave that here. And no stops on the way to the hotel.
Finding Johnny in there is gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
All we gotta do is listen for him. When we hear what sounds like a bee-stung steer caught in a barbed wire fence, that'll be Johnny.
Hey, Uncle Jed! Uncle Jed, there's a tramp in this boxcar!
That's me, boy.
Sorry.
Yonder comes a boy who looks a heap like Johnny.
Yeah, that's him. Hey, Johnny! Johnny Poke! It's me, Jethro, and Uncle Jed.
Jethro!
How are you, Johnny?
Hey, Mr. Clampett.
Howdy, boy.
Did you fellas just get here?
Yeah, just a few minutes ago.
Man, it's a long ride out here, one of these things.
Yeah, it ain't the best way to travel, but when your pockets is empty, that's a good place to put your pride.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Look, how do you like that man at your mind? I'm making $30,000 a week, traveling in a private car, and he lets me get off the train without a dime in my pocket.
You don't have to put on airs with us, Johnny. We's your friends. We's home folks.
We don't care if you're busted.
Busted? Man, I'm rich. Oh, you think these are my clothes? No, I just wear these to get away from the girls. I got 50 suits on board that train. I got suits made out of gold, out of silver. Alligator, snakeskin, you name it, I got it.
What train is that, Johnny?
You mean this one?
No, man. That big silver streamliner, the Johnny Poke special. Well, it's gone now. Just put it out.
Along with your 50 suits, huh?
Johnny, I think you're running a fever.
Well, he'll be all right quick as he gets his belly full of Granny's grits and jowls. Come on.
Grits and jowls? Man, I don't eat nothing but steaks that thick. I got a special cook travels with me every place I go.
Is he on that silver train that run off with your silver suits?
Yeah. You see, I couldn't ride into the Los Angeles station because there's 10,000 girls there waiting for me. And they are all crazy about me.
Well, come on, Johnny.
Come on, where?
Home with us.
Listen, wait a minute.
Well, I'm right up on the truck, boy.
Are you kidding? There's a whole floor reserved for me at the best hotel in town. And there's a big convertible waiting for me around here someplace.
Yeah, it's probably on that silver train. Come on.
Will you listen to me?
I believe I'd keep my head covered, boy. That hot sun ain't doing you a bit of good. Come on.
There it is. That's my car.
Sit down, boy. Keep that hat on.
Now, don't you worry, Jethro. I've done whomped up some of my most powerful spell-busting powder. I'll have you back to a boy in no time. Magic powder, white as snow. Bring back the one that I love so. Eye of a newt, tail of a toad. Bust up the spell that I done throw. Jethro, I've done everything I can. I've got to call on a higher power for help. Don't you worry. Everything's gonna be fine. I know I don't deserve it. I've been ornery and short-tempered. But if you turn that puppy dog back into Jethro, I'll mend my ways. I'll be kind and gentle, and I won't do no complaining.
You must have got into the flour. I'd best get you out of here before Granny sees the mess you made.
And I won't drink none of my rheumatism medicine without I got an honest-to-goodness twinge. And I won't scrap with Miss Drysdale. Thank you. That ain't him, but it's a step in the right direction.
What's your hurry, boy?
These sneakers is too little on me. I got to go get my boots on.
Come on, Johnny.
I told you I ain't staying here. I'm going to the hotel and have me a party.
Well, now, I promised your ma I'd find you and look out for you. First thing you need is some good hot victuals.
First thing I need's a good stiff belt.
Well, if that's what it's going to take, might just do you some good at that.
I'm staying.
Don't you remember, Jethro? A tall boy, about so high, lots of thick black hair, real handsome, and the nicest young'un you'd ever want to meet, if you ain't already. Please, fetch him back and take me. Oh, thank you. Oh, about taking me. I ain't in no hurry if you ain't. Oh, you're back.
Hello. Johnny, I told you to come straight to the hotel. Where are you?
You ain't gonna believe this, Eddie, but I don't know where I am.
Now, you listen to me, Johnny Poke. You get over to this hotel and sober up.
I ain't touched a drop, and I'll be there quick as I can make it. I sure got no reason to hang around here.
Hi there, Johnny. Remember me? I'm Ellie Mae. We used to wrestle when we was little.
I hear a girl's voice. That means trouble. You've got a show to do tonight. Now, get over here.
Cool it, Eddie. I'll see you at the bowl. So you're little Ellie.
Yep. Granny says tell you that victuals will be ready directly.
Oh, crazy.
But Pa says first, you've got to write a letter to your mom.
Well, I'd rather wrestle.
Well, Pa says I ain't supposed to do that no more. Now, here's everything you need.
Honey, I don't write so good.
Oh, well, I'll write it for you. Tell me what to say.
Oh, baby.
Do you, Ma?
Ain't that heavenly? Oh, and speaking of that, I still ain't in no hurry if you ain't. And I've mended my ornery ways like I promised.
Now, Granny, I know how you feel about Johnny Pope, but I hope you don't go to whomping him right off.
What?
I grant you he needs it. That boy tramples on the truth worse than he did back home. He was such a liar then, he used to have to get somebody else to call his dog for him.
Are you talking about sweet, lovable, hard-working Johnny Poke?
Oh, I'm talking about lazy, good-for-nothing Johnny Pope. Boy used to lay around the cabin so much his ma had to dust him.
He said it. I didn't.
Who are you talking to?
Nobody. Jed, can't you say anything good about Johnny Poke?
Well, yes, I can. Appears like he'd give up singing. Even got rid of his guitar.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry? Granny, that boy used to sing so bad that tomcats would throw things at him.
He said it. I didn't.
What's mumbling about?
The young'uns of today, Jed. Oh, I love 'em all. They're so sweet and good and kind and well-behaved.
Have you got into your rheumatism medicine?
No, I took the pledge. Cross my heart. I ain't had a drop.
Hey, how soon are victuals gonna be ready? I'm starved to death.
Jethro, I declare you got the manners of a hound dog puppy.
No! He didn't mean it.
Now, Johnny, stop that nibbling on my ear. Paul says you can't have victuals till you get this letter wrote.
That letter, baby. Let's have a little action. Let's what to see.
That's what?
What to see? Well, how about the fruit? Swim?
Oh, yeah, we got a cement pond out back.
Baby, how can you look so round and be so square?
I don't know what you're talking about, Johnny.
Well, forget about it, honey. I don't dig those new jumping around steps too much myself. Give me the good old days when we used to hang on to one another. Remember this?
I sure do.
Ellie, I told you you can't wrestle no more.
Heck, I can't. I whooped him quicker than I used to.
It ain't ladylike.
Well, he started it.
Oh, he did he?
Yes, sir. He says, let's have a little action.
Oh, we might just do that.
Hey, man, how long I got to split wood?
Until you earn this $10 to send back home to your mom?
Listen, Mr. Clampett, you get me to my hotel and I'll send Mom $10,000.
Your ma'd rather have 10 of these than 10 million of them dream dollars you keep talking about.
Man, I use those to light cigars. I'm worth $1 million. I got 6 gold records. 4 secretaries do nothing but answer my fan mail. There's Johnny Poke record players, Johnny Poke guitar, Johnny Poke picture books.
All on that silver train, huh, boy? Now, hold on, Granny. You ain't gonna want with my guitar, are you?
Why, I ain't gonna want that sweet young'un. I want to hear him play and sing.
You what?
That ought to buy me a few extra days.
Well, you've been bragging a lot. You show us something, you won't have to chop no more wood. Here, you can keep this.
Man, your own. Now, this here's the song that made me famous. Well, I'm a dragster's whale, and I'm a rocking tail, and I'm a bargain sail. Have a great big helping of me. Well, I'm a whaling fool. I'm the end of school. You didn't hear me at my best, Granny.
I thought you was fine, Johnny.
Well, I didn't have no microphone out there, and I didn't have no electric guitar.
You was just dandy.
You ought to hear me with the echo chamber and a great big band and chorus backing me up. I'd flip you. I'm so good I flip myself.
I'll take your word for it, Johnny.
You ought to see the way the girls fight one another just to get close to me. Thousands of them screaming, "We want Johnny. Johnny's the king." When I commence singing, they swoon with joy. And then when I'm done singing, they trample one another to get my autograph. I have to fight my way through a solid wall of girls to get to my limousine. Yeah, Granny, I'm the greatest.
Give me that, you young whippersnapper. Now, you sit down. I'm gonna tell you a few things.
Sorry, Granny, I gotta get to the bowl.
When I say sit, you sit. Assassin young scallywag. Now, there's one that wants punishing. Ain't got the manners of a varmint. Johnny! Johnny! Come back! Johnny! If you're going to take me, now's the time. I'll never be able to face the widow Pope.
Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now. Here?
This has been a Filmways presentation.